February with Luka as a member of the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Luka. Guarded by Randall this time. Good contest. Doesn't matter. Doncic with 4 quick points for the Lakers. Luka with the cut and the layup.
Minnesota just cannot allow those second chance opportunities.
Doncic sees 2, pardon me. That was Anthony Edwards saw 2. Got through the lane and laid it home. Reeves the trailer. Sprays it out to Hachimura for 3. Got it. Rui Hachimura shot 41% from downtown on the season. McDaniels and Randall with a 2-on-1. McDaniels got his own miss and laid it in. Minnesota down by 2. Doncic off the dribble handoff. Finney Smith checked into the ball game. Luka is on one right now to start this game. Hachimura from deep. Laces it. Hachimura picks up Edwards, 7 on the shot clock. Goes Twain. Oh, man, he put him on his backside, but got blocked at the rim, man. Doncic is locked in. We're on a fish grease alert right now. He's up to 12 already here in the first quarter. Nas Reed with a classy move to the basket. Doncic with the spin, slams on the brakes. He's out here doing a clinic. Edwards running the lane in full flight, raises up and lays it home. That time they finished, Jay. Edwards steps through and lays it home on the floater. Here's Randall, cross court to Alexander Walker from deep. He's been shooting it at over 40% this year. Inside, Vando got his own miss. Vanderbilt back out to Finney Smith, open from deep. Rattles it home.
Another offensive rebound basket.
And the reigning 6th man of the year rattles in a jump hook at the other end. It's interesting that LeBron, for the first time in a playoff game, did not score in the first quarter. He did not have any assists either.
Keep getting back in transition. That second effort right there is great. Come on.
He's not going to like that 3 ball by McDaniels, but had a great meeting with Coach Reddick prior to tip-off tonight. Reeves on the drive. Little giant killer, giant slayer over McDaniels. 10 on the shot clock. Back out to Reed for 3 for the lead. Got it. And Minnesota has stormed back here in the early portion of the second quarter. McDaniels with a big-time board. Oh, a little muscle ball inside. He had Reeves in the weight room. McDaniels left that short, got it back, and laid it in over Hachimura. James spins, fires, got it, and 1. LeBron James on the board. Tipped out all the way to Randall. They got a 2-on-1. Alexander Walker to Conley from the corner pocket 3. Butter.
Well, that's a 5-point swing.
Alexander Walker on the fly. James!
He knew that all the way, timed that out perfectly.
Anthony Edwards back in the ball game for Minnesota. Raises up anyway, and it comes off. Back out to Reed for 3. And Nas Reed laces the deep one. James turns the corner, had it knocked away. Minnesota off and running. DiVincenzo. Nice show and go, and Dante lays it in. And Gobert got the block on James. Off and running again, a 3-on-2. Reed out to the 3-point line. Splashdown. Timeout, Lakers. Out of the timeout, Hachimura slips out of the screen and nails the 3. They shrink the floor on him. Randall on the drive, the kick to Reed, and another 3 ball by the reigning 6th man of the year.
The penetration by Minnesota has set up a lot of easy opportunities for threes.
And LeBron James with the field goal, his second one of the ball game. He's got 5. A long 2 is good. Took a couple rhythm dribbles, Jay, and it paid off. Randall for 3. Got it. And that's the type of playmaking they're expecting from him, right?
Yeah, and he is a playmaking big guy.
Back to James. Foul and 1. DiVincenzo. Here he is off the wide action, and DiVincenzo holds it and laces the deep 3. Dante with some dynamite to end the first half. Edwards sprays it out to McDaniels. The corner 3 is pure. Edwards got to get busy, got downhill. Floater comes off, got it back. Randall from deep, and they cash in on a second opportunity.
Reeves was 1 of 6 in that first half. And Minnesota went after him on the defensive end.
Edwards, it's butter. Minnesota on a roll.
The Lakers gave up 6 offensive rebounds. They didn't score any fast break points in that first half, as you mentioned, Jay, and that they need to get back to being the aggressors. We've seen that certainly carry on here as LeBron James nails a three-pointer from the corner.
Rudy Gobert converting on the high handoff. James sprays it out to Reeves. Open from deep. Got it. They turn over Doncic. Connolly pulls the three, and it's all coming up good for the Timberwolves. And that's a great stop for Minnesota.
About as tough a 2 as you're going to take.
Off the dribble three, Anthony Edwards, hotter than fish grease. Doncic, little light work inside off glass. Daniels races up inside over Luka for the bucket. Gobert switches onto Doncic. Good contest, but Luka makes a tough shot. McDaniels onto the corner. Edwards sets his feet. Wet. That thing splashes again. Found his groove at the right time. So did this guy. Naz Reid connects again. Jay, I ask you, what has happened to the prolific production of Doncic that we saw in the first quarter?
Well, they're taking the ball out of the net every possession.
Doncic got by DiVincenzo and finished off inside.
You've got a big lead here. You cannot be turning the ball over like that.
They just did. Here's James. Puts his shoulder down, put his head down, got the lay. DiVincenzo inside, got it to go off glass. Well, what an addition DiVincenzo has been to this Minnesota team. Really finding his way in the second half of the season as Doncic scores over him.
And Austin Reeves went for another shot fake.
Got an easy one there. Somebody hit the snooze button defensively for Minnesota. Lead back up to 19. Doncic has to work expeditiously and got it to go! Off glass at the buzzer.
Our physicality, our effort, it was regular season to start.
James with the cut inside, jump hook, rolls home. Luka trying to press up on Ant. With pristine, pulchritudinous footwork, Edwards knocks down the midi. Edwards off the bounce, spins, back out to a wide open Randall, cash out.
Boy, what a pass by Anthony Edwards.
And Vanderbilt cherry picking at the other end. They didn't see him. Vincent pulls it. Vando with the tip. Edwards on the fly into the front court. Gets it back, pulls the three, and it's wet. The best three-point shooter in the NBA this year. James drives the closeout and punches it home. McDaniels attacks it, got the short midi. Edwards with the tween. Over to Reed, catch and shoot three on the way, and he laces another one. McDaniels almost had a steal. Hachimura had it blocked. Good closeout by Naz Reid. Wow, and a little room service off the careless pass. DiVincenzo flying charter. Good catch by McDaniels. Little sidestep, little afro step into the paint.
He's had a great game. That's 25 points now, 11 of 13 from the field.
3:02 to go, and J.J. Redick symbolically raising the white flag. They really struggle at that end of the floor a lot of times as Dalton connects. It's the foul line jump shot. Chris Finch calls timeout with 2:05 to go.
But they finished the year 17-4. And when healthy, they've been as good as anybody.
Yeah. Connect from deep connects.
Well, you think the Timberwolves are at least a little bit happy they didn't have to see the Nuggets yet again?
They got Denver fatigue, right? You would think?
That 2 overtime game they had against the Nuggets where Jokic had 61. It's a remarkable basketball game.
Minnesota takes game 1. They say that a series doesn't begin until a home team loses a game. Well, it has officially started.